Hey everyone, wanted to take a minute today and chat with you about something that I hear so incredibly frequently with agency owners. And what that is I want to, or I was planning to, or I've always dreamt of. And realistically speaking, what is happening is that they don't actually have a plan and that they are leaving everything to chance and thus, in my opinion, planning to fail. When you leave things to chance, I mean, we don't typically think going to a casino and going to a slot machine is going to allow us to have riches, right? And when you are essentially just gambling with your agency and not actually making a hard and firm goal or plan in place to allow for you to be able to accomplish your goals, then it's almost nearly impossible to accomplish. And some people will, but it's extremely unlikely. And I would hope that that's not what you want for your agency and wanting you to get yourself out of that place. And I would imagine for most of you and most of my clients are looking to be able to create a business that provides them with both the financial freedom and the time freedom that they wanted so that they can spend their time doing the things that they enjoy with the people that they love and being able to actually have some time of disconnection, but also having the financial resources to provide them with the lifestyle that they're looking for. And both of those are really going to require you really taking a proactive approach to how you're looking at your agency and what you're doing day to day within your agency and allowing for you to be able to take that best next step. So as I was mentioning before, what I'm looking to do is remove the fact that you're living in a place where you are just leaving it to chance, right? So we want to remove that from a possibility for your agency. Get rid of that entirely. It's no longer even an option. The way that you want to go about thinking about this is you want to have a very firm idea or plan of action of what you are going to be accomplishing and when. So actually have a very clear plan of action and goals that you have a very clear understanding of what that is. And they need to be quantitative. And it's extremely important that they are quantitative, something that you're able to measure and actually say, yes, this goal was accomplished. Far too often I hear of goals that are subjective or there's this gray area as to whether it was accomplished or not. And it's very difficult to be able to push towards that and have a very clear understanding of whether it was accomplished. And if you have a quantitative goal that's either a number, something that you can measure, is going to allow for you to be able to have a more clear understanding and an easier way of being able to make a plan and being able to achieve that objective. The other thing that is extremely important that the vast majority of goals are missing when it comes to personal goals or business goals is that there isn't really a timeline or deadline. So we want to have a very clear timeline of when this is going to be and when this goal is actually going to be able to be accomplished. And what ultimately is the most important is self-imposed deadlines on yourself as well. And so when you're thinking about the long-term goals of your agency, most people are not thinking, what do I have to do this month, this quarter, the next 6 months to allow for me to be able to accomplish this goal? And if you're not laying down a framework for yourself that allows for you to have a very clear understanding of what you have to do when, it's going to make things very difficult for you. So do make sure that you have these self-imposed deadlines and a timeline by which you're actually going to work on the items that you're talking about so that you're not leaving it to chance, but it is something that you're able to be able to see exactly what you need to do and when. And then the final thing that I think is really important here is time blocking. So this is something I do myself as well. And the reason why it's so important is that throughout the day, we have so many things that come up that distract us or pull us in another direction, a fire, client need, internal need, whatever it is. But you end up being pulled away from the things you're looking to accomplish and thus really sacrificing your future for the now. And it's incredibly important that we don't actually do this and that we set the time aside. So I plan out every month and every quarter of exactly how much time I'm going to be spending doing what and actually being able to accomplish that initiative that I'm looking to accomplish and make sure that it's actually on my calendar. So I actually do block off on my calendar what time I actually need to dedicate to this specific project so that I can make sure that it is something that is enacted, is accomplished, and is done. So I hope that this is something that gives you a little bit of a framework in how to look at your goals for this year and the things that you need to do to not leave your agency to chance any longer and make sure that you're able to accomplish your goals. If you have any questions or this video really resonated with you, please do leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe.